Greetings, user. Neural link established. Ready for takeoff.
Hello, chat. How are we doing today? For some reason, my multi-chat is not working. It's stuck on the Twitch chat. Let's see, maybe if I reset it, reload it. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Right, not this many entries. Use Megan Echo's music because it's perfect for space themes. I would agree. Megan Echo's pretty banger for that. Hello, Early. Hello, Pluty. And Lavender. And Pies. How's it going? Welcome. Okay, now it's working. Doing good. Wait for the better part of the song to kick in. Ooh. Hello, Vizion and Titan. How's it going? How are you all doing today? Today we'll be working some more on the Space Gauntlet entry. As you can have seen, work has been done on it outside of stream. But yeah, more work will be done. Best rocking song with female voice or Space Gauntlet entry. A rock song sang by a female. That'd be hard for it to be used in GD, unless it's like not a Newground song. But that would be hard to get it, like, you know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it and I'll let you know. I don't have an answer right now though. Get a layout now. We've had a layout for a couple weeks now. I've shown it before. The whole layout is done. Actually, give me a second, chat. There's something that I want to do real quick. Okay. Let me exit the level. Wait, no, that was too fast, I think. Yep, that was definitely too fast. Okay, hold up. The idea of the song. Hold it up, chat. Hold it up. One 1351321. 1351321. 1, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, I see what the issue is. My file explorer is currently dying. Hold up, let's see. I'll notice it very fast if it's the new version of the song. Okay, something happened that made it so that the new version of the song is not working. So let me figure that out real quick, chat. Now we have the final version of the song. One three five 1 3 2 1. Hold it, hold it. Yeah, that should be the final version of the song. It is from the right place. It is. What? 1 3 5 1 3 2 1. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, let me rename it to something else. Okay. Apologies, chat. Beauty is being stupid. I think the file might be corrupted. What I'm seeing is a shame. Oh, that sucks. Wait a second, what? Okay, hold up, hold up. I really want to show you guys this, but it's not working right now, which I'm sorry for. Oh, because it's a WAV file. It's not an MP4 or MP3. Oh, that's problematic. That would explain it. That would explain it. That would explain it. Okay. This is an issue. This is an issue. I apologize, chat. This is so horrible. Uh, pa, 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 pa. Okay, so can I copy cut this and paste it into a new folder? How about that? How about we paste it into a new folder? Oh my god, I am so sorry, chat. I was not expecting this to be an issue, but it is. So okay, that sucks. Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay, well, I guess we don't have a song for the project anymore. That sucks. I guess no music for the project, which you get to see. You get to hear other music. That sucks. Well, I wanted to show you all the song, but for some reason I think I might need to restart my computer. Oh well. But here you go. There's a new version of the song at least, and here's the layout. Here's the visuals. Here's how it's looking. I'm dead. Anyway, that's all I show you. So yeah, today we are going to be working on adding more to these stuff and fixing out the composition fix. Thank you. So this is how we're doing. Apologies for all that, chat. That was annoying. That kind of changes the whole plan that I have for today, but it's fine. It is okie dokie. So today we will be doing the mimics that we have here. We have a reference picture. I wish I could have multiple reference pictures open at the same time. We have a reference picture for the mimics. It was the old reference picture of the mimics. But we have more reference pictures now for the mimics. I mean, we already did, but I just didn't show them to y'all. So let me go get the other mimic images. There's this one. And then I need to go get the concept design for the next part. So there's that. And I guess yeah, I guess that's the only thing. So we have that one, and we have the other concept for the mimics. This one, which we're gonna be using today to make the structures. And then we have the actual structures. It's gonna look like this. Oh, GD crashed. Hello, Dark Flame. Welcome to stream. I figured it was gonna crash, but you know. Hey, that was upsetting. So anyway, can I get the reference image of the structures? No. It just crashes my game. Okay. You know what, chat? The game doesn't want to cooperate with me today, so we're gonna do first impressions. We're switching it around, and we're doing first impressions of the Gauntlet contest. We are switching it around. I am not worrying about this. GD crashed, the song crashed, everything crashed. You know what? We are changing this. We are changing steps. The GD doesn't want to work today. So you know what? We're gonna go and play some levels. How about that, chat? Huh? Everybody's been asking me. We're gonna go and play some levels. So these are a couple levels of Ignore I Love You, because we already have played that one. Space, I guess. Oh, that is true. It just came out. Yeah. But yeah, to really quickly show how this is going, we also have a lot more assets that now done too. So sorry, the song is playing. I have to chat. Anyway, so yeah, we've been making more assets, and now there's different versions of different things. So now, you know, we've been working hard. We've been working hard. New creatures, new stuff. Hopefully they'll start populating the level soon, and they're all gonna be animated and rigged, so. Let's see. So, Lunar Labyrinth, the one you're talking about, but now we have, Killianix actually was the first one. So let's pause the music. I am not touching Judy in that case. I am gonna not worry about the level. We're gonna play it later. Apologies for everybody who wanted to see me working on the level. We're just doing first impressions. We're pivoting off of it. Okay, I haven't seen any of these levels, so... Oh, God, okay. Gameplay's a little bit hard to read, but it's fine so far. Okay. We have a Magistra situation all over again. It's just doing way too much. Like, this just isn't... Oh, okay. I'm gonna wave. Wait, I'm so confused. Why does this have gameplay? Like, this just shouldn't have gameplay. Like, this has like 5 clicks. And it's all at the beginning, and everything else that there's just no gameplay. Like, what? Like, I get that, like, you're supposed to not make a demon, but like, that's it. Like, the gameplay ends like right here. Okay, well, no, I guess there is gameplay. It's just like, it like basically does nothing for the gameplay. Like after that, like okay, I am. This is so weird. I don't like these kinds of levels that like. It's kind of like the same issue that I had with like Interstice by BPI, that it's like, hey, like it's actually like auto. You just gotta stay in the middle of the screen, you know. So like, you know, but like. There's nothing else to do. There's no gameplay. It's just stay in the middle of the screen. It's like, okay. Like, this is all fun. This right here, this part is all cool. But then you get into here and you're like, okay, you click those 2 orbs, and then this entire ball part is just, there's nothing happening. This fighter just is so oddly made, and then after this it's like, okay, you hit these orbs, stay in the middle of the screen, hit some more orbs, and then click the button like twice on the way. I'm not calling that gameplay. I am not calling that gameplay. There's like, hit 3 orbs, click twice. Hit 3 orbs, click twice. Like, that is barely any gameplay. I got the coin in the wave. There was a coin in the wave? I don't know. If I got the coin, I guess. Okay. In terms of, like, gameplay, this is not very strong. This is actually very, very weak in terms of gameplay. I like the beginning. It was kind of chill. Very hard to read what was what because of the composition. Like, the composition is very messy, and the camera, like, is very zoomed out, but it doesn't help with the gameplay because you don't actually know where you're supposed to be looking. Like, the contrast of the values and the overall tone of the deco makes it really hard to actually tell apart what is what. I know is a big issue that a lot of people had with, like, Astralisk 2, which is fair. So I think gameplay-wise, this isn't exactly the strong suit, you know? It's a very, like, I don't know, I think this may be, like, in terms of the amount of clicks, it should be, like, a 4-star, maybe a 5-star. But because of the visuals in the interactions, it might get, I think it might get, like, a 7, 8 stars. Yeah, maybe, I think composition is it's okay in the later parts. I think in this beginning part it's a bit messy, but it gets better as it goes. Value mapping is a huge issue in this beginning, though. And I don't mean so much the composition in terms of, like, I mean the composition of the gameplay, not the composition of the visuals, because those are different things. Like, the way that you structure your composition for gameplay can indicate to the player certain vibes. Like, for example, like, an example that I like to bring every single time is that this to this to this signify different things to the player. If you angle your portal like this, the player will be more likely to think that the wave has to go up. If you angle it down, then your player is more likely to think that you're supposed to fall down into the wave. And if you put it like this, then your player is more likely to think that you're supposed to click at the portal. This is how you indicate certain ways of, like, introducing the gameplay to the player. Same thing with, like, structuring, for example. If you have a structure that is going down like this, after your player's done with the structure, they are likely to jump. However, they're not likely to jump here to here. You know? Something like that. Like, this is, like, composition when it comes to the gameplay. Things that, like, the player kind of expects because of the way that the structure is done. The structure is done so that you go down and go with the flow of the structure. Like, obviously, too, depending on the difficulty, like, if you add spikes here, then obviously your player can read that. But it's not intuitive. You know what I mean? Like, exactly, like Titan. Like, if you put a spike, it obviously means jumps, but depending on the context, when you're doing art levels, sometimes you don't add those spikes, you don't add those things, and so it creates this kind of, like, very odd vibe, where, for example, at this beginning, you start this right here, and then when you start playing, where's your icon? Your icon is entirely in the center of the screen, which is not usually what their icon is and for the player. If they're trying to find their icon, they're going to look over here. So they look over here, they see a building, they see a tree, and then they see the icon. And the first thing they see is an X. It's not the pad, it's not everything, it's the X. You have a big X on screen. So you think about jumping and getting the X. But that's not necessarily what you want. That is a shader disable. So what happens here? Well, you have a slope jumping into a pad, and then you see a structure over here. Now, obviously, you don't know exactly, like, oh yeah, I'm going to get to that structure. You see the orb, you see a lot of paths. There's a lot of information that you're presenting to the player in terms of gameplay that, like, it's like, what am I supposed to do? It is overwhelming. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what kills me. This is not very, very well integrated gameplay into the visuals. You know, like, the fact that, like, the player has, like, little time to react, and if they click that orb late, they just die. Like, that is something that just shows poor understanding of the gameplay. So you have to click that orb early. But then, here's the thing. You are jumping, but for some reason, this part of the tree doesn't have a hitbox, but this part of the tree does. So, like, what the fuck? Why is there a whole tree that looks like it should have a hitbox, but only the pad? Like, it just doesn't have a hitbox, you know? Like, why are you putting a pad there? Like it's small stuff like these that make it very confusing for the player to understand what is what. And I don't like that. I think that this is like very poorly executed. In terms of this very beginning part. Again, same like this. Like after this, like you're just going up, you expect to be able to jump. So that is good. That is a good thing. However, you also expect to be able to land, you know. Like you here, you expect to be landing on this corner, but no, you're actually landing on this over here. So that is, again, slightly poor composition. In terms of like the structuring of the gameplay. Same with this. You're coming out of this transition, and you expect to land maybe on this part, but no, you keep floating upwards, and now you're like way higher than what you were like you think you are, because you're going in this angle, and then suddenly you're going in a different angle, and now you're like, oh, what the heck? So like I'm actually supposed to be landing on these, which is not, again, something like, you know, it's just not super great level design, which I think is definitely the biggest issue that this level has in terms of like its enjoyability. This swing is actually fine. I think the swing is fine. The indicators are clear. The gameplay's fun. It's good. This is weird because it looks like you're supposed to, like, how it is composed, it looks like you're supposed to fall off of the structure to hit this blue orb because of the composition of things. But since it moves, it's like, oh no, you're actually supposed to jump into it, you know? And then here, this is fine, this is auto. But then here, you transition into this, and the amount of time that you're supposed to react, like, that gives you to react, is, like, way too little. There's, like, too much going on. The camera and effects, they're being too extra. And so then, you know, die. Also, for some reason, there's indicators for this one, but there's no indicator for the first click. So I'm very confused as to why there's not an indicator. Also here, like, with the orbs. I don't know what that orb is doing there. I don't even think you can hit it. Yeah, you can't. You can't. There's no way you can hit it. But you can also skip that orb. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, everything else after this is like, there's barely any gameplay, so it's okay. Anyway, overall, gameplay-wise, I don't think this level is very, very great. I think this level has a lot of issues with its gameplay, and I really hope they get fixed to make it more consistent and more enjoyable. But overall, gameplay-wise, not the biggest fan of this level. Like, it's doing way too much visually to be able to actually be able to read the gameplay. Oh, I clicked there. I don't know why. Now talking in terms of deco. What the heck? Talking in terms of deco, I think it's okay. It's definitely like taking inspiration from a lot of the flat shaded, like, cell shaded asteroid style that a lot of people like to call it, which is cringe as fuck. Don't call it that. I guess it's just cell shaded, so like I don't have any issues with it. I think the quality of the art is okay. It's simple, it's decently well executed. Textures are a bit messy, and there's a lot of inconsistencies. Like, for example, okay, actually this is the do I see the Twitch chat or just YouTube chat? I see both. So I think the biggest thing that's throwing me off with this level is the inconsistencies in perspective. So the perspectives are kind of all over the place. They're very, very messy, which usually is something that I'm not too opposed to when it's done in a way to make it feel surrealistic, you know? But I don't think that's the intent here, so that's why it's like, I don't know, it's throwing me off. Like, there's things that are like in perspective, but then other things that are like very flat. And so it creates this very like weird atmosphere where you don't know with one perspective you're looking at, because everything is like flat shaded, like very flat, but then other things are in perspective in that same environment. Like this, for example, like this is in perspective over here, like this is in perspective, this entrance is in perspective, but then this entrance is in the complete opposite perspective. Like, that's just not how perspective works. Unless, like, obviously the building is done in a structure that makes it look like that. Which in that case, it's supposed to be so realistic. Which I don't think that is the intent here. So it's like, I don't know, there's a lot of very novice small things like that like really kind of ruin the immersion and make it feel less polished than it could have been. But I think overall the visuals are pretty decent. The colors are nice, the asset integration is neat. I like the aesthetic. It feels very unique. It's just very unpolished. I don't like the switch though. Like that beginning part was neat, but for some reason they just kind of forget it and never go again to that aesthetic. Like they kind of just switch back to just doing, I don't know, effects, I guess, or like they come back to it here very quickly and then it goes away. And it's like, I get that like you're trying to keep up the intensity and the switching up the visuals, but at the same time it's very disconnected. Overall, a pretty decent level. I can see this getting like an epic or like a legendary. I don't know if it'll place, but I haven't seen too many of other entries, so maybe it'll place towards the lower half. It would be my guess. Pretty decent level though, overall. I'd rate it like a 8, well, let's see. 9 star. No, it's not a 9 star. That's like a 7 stars at best. I hope that the best for Cubic, but gameplay-wise, I would not like to play this in the Gauntlet. That would suck. Good thing I beat it very fast, but that would suck for a lot of people. It's also a very short level, yeah. Okay, next we have Lunar Labyrinth, a 9 star. Okay. And it's inspired by the other victim level. Okay, let's see. Okay, pretty decent start.
Find your way into this wonderland. Cross the maze, the dark, the innocent. Chase the faith, the thrill, the heaven sent.
Why haven't I heard this song before? I have heard this song before.
Get your world upside down. The labyrinth will guide you far away.
Gameplay is good.
Place where senses will decay. Your goal
Oh, I'm supposed to go down. Oh, okay, those kill me. Sorry.
and mind will shadow play. I got your world upside down. Upside down.
Oh, okay. Okay. That is a hard thing to react to. The pillar's just covering that jump. That is very poor composition on that end. Okay. Okay. Honestly, out of the 2 levels we've played today, this one has the best gameplay. This is actually very decent gameplay. I disagree though. This is a demon. I disagree. This is a demon. This is a demon. Like we have to agree here that this is a demon. Like that's an easy demon. I have played like okay, okay. Chat. This level is easier than that. Like, this level is very, very easy, very much easier than that. Which is quote-unquote the inspiration. So if that's a demon, that's a demon, then I don't know. The incinerator was free though. Like I think I beat it on like 5 attempts or something stupid like that. Like it is genuinely such a free level. It has like one timing at the beginning and that's it. Okay, well that's fine. I'm okay. Okay, I'm okay with it being a 9-star because 9-star is always like that like very fine line between demon or not. So it's okay. It's a 9-star, whatever. I think that was a little bit disingenuous because this is definitely more of closer to a demon. Keeping the orbs? Sure. Wait. Keeping the orbs, huh? Is there a ship part? Like I don't know. I don't remember. We'll see. Let's just play it. NCS is like an 8-star, unless you go for the coin, and that's a demon. Oh, you mean that shit part. Okay, got it. Yeah, like, okay, like the thing is, these duels are easy, but they're very, very complex for a new player. The fact that like you have to keep track of 2 different duels that are 2 different game modes that interact kind of similarly, but also very differently for newer players. The fact that this is going at 3, maybe 4 times speed, and the fact that your vision is obstructed, this is what makes it a demon. And it's not actually the fact that it's hard or not, it's the fact that for a player that is new to GD, this is very, very complex. For somebody who's very, very, like, used to GD and is placing, it knows how to read indicators and understands gameplay, this is fine. Like, we've all here beaten demons, so, like, looking at this, like, this is super chill. But for a new player, this is definitely way, way harder than normal 9 stars, you know? Like, that's the part you gotta understand. It's a technical movement, but it's a simple pattern. Exactly. Like, understanding the... Ooh, I don't know what I got, but... I don't know what I got. I say you underestimate the difficulty of 9 stars as well. I don't know, because in my head I'm comparing it to, like, Quebrantar. And this is more technically complex than Quebrantar. Oh, the soul path. Oh, right. I did that. I unlocked one of them. Let me go. I'm doing stuff. Like, I think it's a very, very easy demon. But, I don't know. Okay, overall gameplay-wise, it was still very fun. I really enjoyed the gameplay of this one. Actually, probably some of the best gameplay that I've seen out of any entry so far. I think it has a very, very, very solid gameplay. Super fun. Syncs well to the song. Very intuitive. Has quite a lot of inputs. But again, I just think that, you know, it's fine. It got rated 9 stars, I'm not gonna complain. But I definitely think that this is slightly harder than a lot of people are giving it credit for. So overall, I give it a pretty solid note on gameplay-wise. I think gameplay-wise, it did very good. No, you can't skip the orbs. Okay, I have never... See, here's the thing, Win. I have always been a proposer of electrodynamics being a demon. But, so maybe that's it. I think electrodynamics should definitely be a demon. An easy demon, to be fair. But it should be a demon. There's a lot of easy demons that are rated that are way harder, way easier than electrodynamics, right? And also way harder than electrodynamics, to be fair. See, like, that wave, too, like, that's... Like, there's some complexity to this. But overall, gameplay-wise, I give it a pretty solid score. I think out of all the entries that we've played, like taking into account like the Flash level or like Typewriter or you know all of those, like I think this has the best gameplay so far. I unfortunately do not think this has the best visuals though. I think that if this does place, I think it'll be very similar to the Incinerator or Kebrantar in terms of like its positioning. I think the visuals are very undercooked. Like it am I crazy for saying that the visuals feel rushed? It feels like some parts weren't finished. Like this part right here, like I can very much see why this was rated epic, because it feels unfinished. Like it's fine, it looks great, but it feels like some parts don't have the same amount of polish, and then they feel kind of rushed. Color strips feel washed out. I agree there. Parallax carry, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the parallax is doing a lot of work. Like the parallax is very cool. It's very impressive that so much effort was put into like adding so much depth into this. But I will say I do think that that effort has made it so that quite a few other things feel a little bit lackluster in terms of the execution. And that's okay. I think that if that's the aesthetic that you were going for, if you really wanted to give it a lot of depth, but it also sacrificed a little bit on the detail and the polish, then that's fair. Like a lot of these block designs like feel like, you know, they feel very lackluster compared to like how detailed the backgrounds are. They feel very out of place. I think that's kind of how I'm feeling. Also, the fact that some of these things have parallax and some don't is also throwing me off a little bit. Okay, actually, play it again. Sorry, chat. Ugh. It's just, it feels like, what's the best way for me to explain this? It feels, yeah, I think unpolished is the best way for me to phrase it. It feels unpolished. Why did I use the name GeoGamer12 for a long period of time? Because that is the name that my best friend and I came up with 11 years ago. And that was the name that we had come up with for 11 years. It stayed that way. And I changed it recently because I felt like I've been going as Arclea online for at least like 5 years at this point. So at the very least I was like, might as well. Okay, actually, you know, yeah, this is the part I wanted to go about. Am I crazy for thinking that this had parallax and at some point it stopped having parallax? No, okay, it does have parallax the whole time. But like these don't have parallax. Yeah, I don't know, it's just those slight inconsistencies that like make it feel very unpolished, I think. Same with like the textures, like this elevator scene, like very neat transition, but also very weird at the same time. It feels like there was more that was intended, and then just to like time constraints, it was like had to be skipped over. Same with this boss fight, you know. Like it's very repetitive, very samey. But I still like it. I still think out of everything, I very much really like the gameplay. I think the gameplay is executed really, really well. Except for this jump right here. Why is that blocking the view of the player? Come on now. Come on now. You can't read that. Come on. Aside from that though, super clean style, good execution of the ideas that they were going for. Very nice visuals overall, cool effects, nice aesthetic, pretty decent level. I liked it. I'm not sure if it'll place, but it has a decent chance at being in there. I deleted it. I personally would have liked that level more than having Kilionics in the Gauntlet, just because the gameplay is so much better. Next we have Hideout by Brain Eater. And now I've seen a lot of people talk about this level. And I have seen this level. This is giving, I don't know why, my first impression of this is that this is giving Skywalker visuals. And I know it's not exactly Skywalker visuals, but it gave me that same vibe for some reason. Oh, I should practice mode. Is this for the Space Gauntlet too? I'm not sure. I've heard a lot of people say that it is, so that's why I'm talking about it here. Okay, wait. Okay, wait, chat, sorry. That is 18% of the level? I'm gonna call it out. I haven't even played the level yet. I think this is gonna get demon. I just think this is getting demon. Like, I just because of that, I think this is getting demon. It's already rated? No, it's not. I think this is getting demon. This is... Okay, I'll play it again. I'll play it again. Let's just take it into account. But I think this will get demon. If this is for the Space Gauntlet contest, this was a very risky play. Let's experience it though. Maybe it is easier. Maybe it is it's just very chill. Because XL like levels do exist, but I am already not a very big fan of the song, unfortunately. I also don't really see the space vibes too much, but I'm sure it's building up to it. Okay, no, never mind, I see it. So, end of the world, apocalypse, we gotta get the fuck out of the planet. Chad, this is demon. This is absolutely demon. That spider part is absolutely demon. What? Like, sorry, I'm reading it really well, and I'm actually, like, paying attention to, like, the visuals, too. But this is absolutely a demon. Okay. The gameplay so far has given me like them travel vibes, or like Jonathan GD, what's the name of that level? Like not actually the actual way that it's done in the gameplay, but like the pacing of the gameplay. It's very like Jonathan GD-esque gameplay. Or like sort of Punch XL level esque gameplay. Very interesting. I do see the comparison to Vogue. I think it's more so the structuring and the composition. And the colors too, I can see it. Yeah, like having like very easy parts like this, like ease out the actual difficulty of the level, but it still doesn't make it so like it's not a demon. Like you can have easier parts in demon that are not demon difficulty. Mostly what's in an XL level. Very cute aesthetic too. Still not a fan of the song.
Cause I got a plan. Numbers and graphs, 9 minutes to noon. I'll go to the moon. The physics works out. And if we survive, I'll be seeing you soon. And when I get back from my blowout, during my time up, I'll be dried out. There we tried out, brilliant hideout on the moon.
Wow, this is hard. Like, this is hard to rate. That took me 3 attempts. I side read out of that, chat. Yeah, it could be a 9-star. It's no Subpixel. I've side read multiple Easy Demons. That this is not a comparison. I have side read very many Easy Demons, and I have done very many medium demons in one attempt too. So it's like me playing through a level and doing it in a few amount of attempts is not very comparable. That just because the thing is, usually when I die to a level, it's because I don't see what is killing me, or I don't process it correctly. Like, if it's just timings, I can do timings. That's fine. Like, there is no timings here. It is super side readable. It is super clear what is what. It has very good indicators. Gameplay is super fun, super enjoyable, super chill. But again, the 2 times that I died was one to a very stupid death, and the second one to a fake orb that I just didn't process correctly because I was reading chat. I don't know. I don't know if this will get the 9-star. This is definitely a difficult one to say. I hope it gets the 9-star. Yeah, I think this could get the 9-star. It'll be close though. Like, the amount of inputs that are required, and there's like the technical knowledge in some of these parts, is definitely close to demon difficulty. And the fact that it is XL also pushes it that way. Yeah. Okay. Let's we'll see. We'll see what it gets rated. In terms of difficulty, because I really think that it would be very disingenuous to just rate it 9-star so that it gets into the Gauntlet if people really think this is demon. But if people really think this is a 9-star, then that's fine. It's definitely not an 8-star though. Nope, I fell for that fake again. I was reading chat. I have to stop reading chat. Overall though, I think, okay, I go back. The gameplay on this level is really, really good. Super cool, super fun gameplay. Syncs in a very interesting way. And by that I mean quite often it just doesn't sync. Like click sync, but it's fine. Overall gameplay is super fun, super enjoyable, very chill. I think that the fact that it doesn't pressure you and it's not like very fast speeds is actually very helpful to the difficulty feeling lower, because you feel more in control of what you're doing. So definitely very, very good gameplay. I would love to have this into the Gauntlet. This has really, really cool gameplay and it's really enjoyable. In terms of the visuals, I think the visual style is very... I think a lot of people will say it's very unique, but I want to disagree. This is not unique at all. This is just very unique to people now, because this is kind of like the art style that a lot of art 2.1 and 2.0 levels used to have. Like, it's definitely a little bit more refined than a lot of them, but the art quality and the art style is very similar to a lot of like levels that we used to have back in like late 2.0, early 2.1, and throughout middle of 2.1 too. And when Neo design started to become more popular towards the latter half of 2.1, a lot of art levels that incorporated Neo design looked a lot like this. Oh, that kills you. Whoops. But yeah, in terms of like art style, it's nothing too special, but it is very cute and it's very, very aesthetically different from what the norm expects. Yeah, I did go straight into that. I do like the vibes though. The vibes are they're very cartoony, very playful, but at the same time like very like I think the best way that I have to describe this is that this gives me very similar vibes to like an indie horror game. You know what I mean? Okay, like indie horror mask, like a horror game. Yeah. Like it is like actually like very serious, but it's like it does also portray like very like playfully and stuff. Like it's supposed to be kind of silly, but also like, oh yeah, the world is fucking ending, you know. It's cute. I can understand the appeal there. Oh. Hello, welcome to stream. It's very refreshing amongst other entries. I agree. I think that having something like this in the Gauntlet is great, because this feels more like a GD level and less like a flashy show of like insane transitions and visuals, you know? Which I personally really value to have in a Gauntlet. We need more GD levels in Gauntlets and less of fucking whatever the fuck Magistro was. Very cool level though. I think it's pretty solid. I want this to place. This one has a hard competition though, because obviously, you know, putting aside like the difficulty question, in terms of visuals, I don't know if this is exactly what the judges are looking for, but if it is, then that's great. Okay, I'm gonna say it, I think this is 100% placing in the top 20. Whether or not we'll get into the Gauntlets will have to be seen. Random stab of Magistro? No. Every stab of Magistro is justified and very valid. Like again, levels can look cool, but if they're not fun to play, if they're shit to play, if I have a shit experience playing them, then I don't want to play them. It's that simple. This is such a, I don't know, like this kind of gameplay is such a fucking throwback to like 2.0. I don't know why. Like it's so fun. I like it a lot. I like the little reference to the lyrics. I like the references to the lyrics in the background. And it's cute. Yeah, I like the pixelated usage too. I think the pixelated usage really gives it a more unique aesthetic. But like I don't know, like gameplay like this is so it's so enjoyable. I like the solo. I like the solo. It's very sick. How long is this solo? Like 3 minutes, I think. This is so sick. Like, this is really fun. I like this solo a lot. I think this solo is very good. I wouldn't be surprised, however, if this gets rated, like, epic. I want this in the Gauntlet. I'm just gonna say straight up, I want this in the Gauntlet. I don't think it'll be in the Gauntlet, however. That sucks. No, that's okay, the bun. To be fair, a lot of like the toned down colors is not necessarily a bad thing. It just makes it a little bit hard to uh kind of take your level, like make it stand out more. I think it's again, I definitely think that what you did was still really solid, and it's a very fun level. I liked it a lot. You're good. Good job. You did good. I'll be nice, Chad. I'll be nice. I don't agree with it, but I'll be nice. Good level though. I like it. And remove this one. Okay, next we have Defining and Defying by Gauntlet. Now I've seen this level, because Gallo showed it to me, before the level was released. So, you know, I have seen it. But I haven't played it. So far, gameplay is very fun. Oh, cutscene? Where are we now? This doesn't look like space. Oh. I don't know what happened. Oh. Okay, level separated into 2 parts. Yo. Wait a minute. Is this subpixel from Undertides? What the heck? Oh, I like that switch. Free coin, wow. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just clicking where it's telling me to click. Oh. Okay. honestly, gameplay was fine until that part. I mean, no, it's still fine there. It's just like very confusing. It wasn't bad. It's just I didn't know what was really happening. I like the little detail that it shows you the trail that you take once you die. Is there a way? Oh my god, it skips the cutscene. Oh, thank god. I like the switch here between the two layers that are... That's a good. Okay. Oh, I see. The gravity is inversed. Got it. Got it. That's a really cute mechanic. That's actually a really cool mechanic. Okay, I fuck with that. I fuck with that gameplay mechanic. Honestly, gameplay-wise, pretty fun level. I don't know if it's because of the song in the second half, but it definitely gets a bit boring to me to play. Like I think the gameplay originality carries hard, but maybe because of the song, it just feels kind of I'm just clicking in the indicators. I'm not really like doing too much. I think it gets progressively more boring as it goes. I think it started off really strong, but the playability of it becomes a little bit more like, oh yeah, like I guess I'm just clicking at the indicators, huh? It feels less engaging, is all I'll say. I think it's cooler to look at, but it's not more interesting to play. Oh, it skips the cutscene. Good. Yeah, I do want to say the cutscene is very cringe. I'm sorry. I don't like cutscenes like that in levels. I've said it before. I think having like cutscenes with like GD cubes like talking, I've always found that very, very like childish or cringe. I don't know. It's just very It takes me out of the level. It's just like, hey, I'm in the middle of a level that is really cool, that is very immersive, and then it's just GD cube. And it's like, okay, sure. Like, it's fine, I guess. It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it feels very mediocre and very like, oh, let me shoehorn this in for like the 2-year-olds that are watching. I don't know. It didn't feel necessary. Like, the level without the cutscene feels as good, if not maybe better, than with the cutscene. Which is a shame, but it is, I think, a very fair critique on my end. Just make the GD cube not talk in an Alan Becker animation, problem solved. True. Sometimes you gotta remember that Gal is 15. That's okay. Like, you can be young. That doesn't exclude you from the criticism that it is very childish. That's it. It is a little bit cringe in my opinion, but again, there's people who like it, so there's a target audience for that, and there's clearly a lot of like people who do enjoy looking at the stuff like that, you know. And to a certain degree, I have no problem with people doing that. If you want to do that in your level, that is great. That is super cool for you. It's just not something that I personally value very much. Same with like seeing like GD icons like floating around like that UFO right there, you know, like stuff like that. Like I'll say it because like I know people will bring it up, but like in Afterlife, the having like all the GD icons like flying around you is something that I didn't exactly love, but in the way that Afterlife did it, it kind of made sense and it made it feel a little bit better. Oops. But I still didn't love it. It's still probably one of my like least favorite parts about the level because I still don't enjoy like seeing that stuff. Personally speaking, it's not something that I crave for and I find very enjoyable or endearing. And I feel like the fact that the level feels just as fine without the cutscene goes to show a lot. That like, hey, maybe that just wasn't really needed. Space. You know, like mostly with something like this that is like feels so scientific and so like grounded on like, you know, like it's trying to be really cool with, oh my god, with the sciencey stuff and like with the very like technical stuff. It has a very atmospheric and immersive aesthetic. So it kind of ruins the flow. Did I see your Space Gauntlet entry? No, I don't think I have. We might check it out if I have some time. There's still some more that I need to react to after this, or if I have first impressions. Oh. Like I don't know. It just throws me off. But overall, gameplay's super solid. I actually really like the gameplay. I think that the ending is quite boring in terms of gameplay, but overall it's fine. Like it is a decent level. It doesn't do anything wrong. It is enjoyable to play. It feels like a 7-star maybe. I'm like kind of gauging more or less. Like 7, maybe 8-star, but I don't think it's that hard. Yeah, I'd say that's about that difficulty. Very fine, very fun gameplay overall. I think what y'all are waiting for me to talk about is the visuals, so let's beat the level real quick and then we can talk about the visuals because I'm sure a lot of people have a lot to say about the visuals. Maybe because of this gimmick at the end, it could be considered an 8 stars, but Neat. Let's see, how many did I request? 7, yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay, let's talk about the deco then, because we've talked enough about the gameplay. Honestly, out of everything, this is probably some of the most unique style of deco, and probably the best executed deco out of anything we've seen so far. In terms of like how consistent the art style is, how clean it is, while also feeling very GD, while also incorporating the space element and the scientific elements really, really well. The UI integrations are very, very solid. The backgrounds are very detailed and very, very, very well done. Super solid art. Very decent block designs. Like overall, very, very good visuals. It is very optimized. It's just like 20k objects. It shows. It definitely. So here's the thing, chat. Let me tell you something, because I think people are lying to themselves a little bit. Here are the two biggest reasons why level lags in 2.2. Number 1, shaders. Number 2, particles. Do you know the reason that this level has so little amount of objects? Because it really uses particles and shaders. Like, it really uses particles and shaders, you know? If you use a particle that puts 1,000 particles on screen, that's the same as putting 1,000 objects on screen. And it's even more demanding than just putting 1,000 objects on screen. So no, just because it has a little amount of objects doesn't mean that the level is optimized. It just uses a lot of particles to compensate for all of those objects that it's missing. And it's using shaders to compensate for some of the details or some of the aesthetics that it's missing. Low amounts of objects do not mean optimized anymore. Be aware of that. This is something that is very important. It's a very common misconception, and that is not how it works. So that's why, like, most of the time when you see people making an LDM for a level, they just put the particles and the shaders on LDM, and that's it. Because, like, the actual amount of objects on screen aren't the issue why things lag anymore. That's not why the level lags anymore. Like, all the particles going on screen that create the background, that is the reason why this level will lag for some people. Like, there's a lot of particles going on, and those are the things that would make the level lag, you know? Like, probably it's the same thing as, like, area triggers or like, you know, like, rotates, you know? Like, all of those things are what actually makes a level lag, not the amount of objects that there is. Gradient triggers are also, like, its own thing. Like, gradients as a whole are laggy, but different topic. Overall, my impression for this level is, this is definitely Galof's best level. I really like the style that he has decided to take towards. I think that this mix of, like, his old style that was very messy and very rough with this more clean, like, a structure-based design, more like GDS design, mixed in with the art elements, is really good. Like, I think that this is probably the best version of this style that we'll see. I don't mean this level, but this like mix of styles is the best version of this, like, blee / realistic style that has been going on for a while. I think that this is definitely, like, the way to go. I will say it does get messy at times. It does have its moments where it's less well done. And it, like, example, like here, for example, I feel like this part as a whole is a little bit cluttered in the block design, but that's okay. I will say, I do think that later on, the level, like, the second half, feels less polished and a little bit more rushed. Like, it definitely feels more rushed. And, like, there's less things that are going on, and that's okay. I actually like the second half quite a lot too, because there's less things going on. I think that the cleanliness of it is actually a little bit nicer. It focuses more on, like... Oh. I'm gonna pretend like nothing happened there. I did click, by the way, chat. If you're wondering. But yeah, overall, I think the visuals are pretty solid. I can definitely see this, seeing how everything else is looking. I can definitely see this getting a legendary. Very good level from Gallo. Definitely his best. Hope to see more stuff like this, but more clean and refined styles. I think it's definitely heading towards a direction that I think I really like. So I'm very excited to see what else Gallo does. Still lacking, you know, legendary. Yeah, I think it definitely could get the legendary. I think this places in the top 10. My guess would be like 7th, maybe 6th, but I think this places. Again, unless we get, like, insane levels released last minute, like last time, I think this places. and I know a lot of Space Gauntlet entries. I know of at least 10 that haven't been released yet that are potential candidates for placing. I don't know if they're better than this or not, because they're unfinished, obviously. But I know of at least 10 that are very, very solid, that could place. Honestly, pretty decent level. I like this a lot. Wouldn't be surprised if it got the legendary. Wouldn't be surprised if this was yet again another like really neat level that got into the gauntlet. Good job to Gallo. Definitely a cool level. Very nice. Did I see Vectam's preview? We'll talk about it afterwards. I'll keep in hideout. Next we have Point of View by BPI. Special thanks to Sub Pixel, Casey, and Leah. Hey guys, that's me. I think there's supposed to be more, but, you know. So, how do I feel about Point of View? Well, gonna be honest with you, chat. I basically, gave BPI, like... I don't think there's anyone who has talked to BPI about this level more than me and Subpixel, I think. Maybe Casey. Maybe Casey as well, but... Like... Jesus Christ, we have yapped to BPI so much about this level. Go get that coin. You know what? I was gonna write a big message to... I missed the coin. I was gonna write a big message to BPI giving him my final thoughts on the level, because I still haven't. But I'll just tell him to go watch the stream. Subby, can you tag him and tell him to just hop on stream right now, actually? Thank you, Subby. I don't know, it's a minute 30, it's not that short. Okay. Time to talk about this level. Because BPI already knows quite a bit of how I feel about this level, because again, I've been giving him a lot of feedback and like direction ideas and stuff. I will say that, and if you were here yesterday on the stream where like I watched Zero's video, you probably heard me say that like, hey, GD creators are like definitely not as good as like artists that are professional, and they should never compare themselves to professionals, because that is just, you know, unreasonable for a lot of them. The best way that I can say this is that this is the perfect example of a level that works really, really, really good in GD. But if I actually, like, were to commission a professional MoGraph artist to do, like, a thing for me, I would be quite upset about a lot of things. And I've told this to BPI. And what I said to him was, hey, I feel like you're too much into this level. Like, there's already so much done that there's quite a lot of issues that are just too late to change. Should just get the level done, post it. It'll be great. It'll do amazing for the contest. But there are definitely a lot of things that definitely need to be addressed. It does not hold up to professional MoGraph standards, but I don't expect him to. He's not a professional, but this is a step further than into that field. Exactly. Here's the thing. The biggest issue that this level has, to me, personally, as an artist, is the composition. It is very, very hard to understand what is going on with the composition as it is. The amount of things that are obstructing your vision or misdirecting your vision, like, you know how I've talked about like focal point, chat? The focal point right now is this. That is your focal point. This over here. You are looking at this because there is a cube here. And there's a structure that just fucking kills you. Now, obviously, to a lot of more experienced players, this is fine. Doesn't matter. You just look, there's a structure. You see the cube. Great. Perfect. Cool. Your attention is not on these blocks. It never has been and never will be. The only reason why there's attention is on these blocks is because you are a GD player that is playing and is looking for the cube and is looking at where the cube is. Compositionally, this is not doing that. And this level has that all throughout the entirety of the level. Is that you are focusing on different things that are completely unrelated. Like, again, your focus, the star. These spikes in this structure right here, how are you supposed to look at these? How are you supposed to see these things like right away when the main focus of the animations and the composition is the star in the background? You got into here, okay, now your focus is the center. This is good. You can see the obstructions in the center, the masking, great. Your focus are the spikes, great, perfect. That is great. That part right there, cool. This right here, what's your focus, chat? Where is your focus point? What are you looking at? Are you looking at the stairs in the background? Are you looking at the stairs in the foreground? Are you looking at the player? Wait a second, the player is now behind. Wait, no, it's in front? No, wait, is it behind? I don't know where the player is. Again, where's your focus now? Is your focus the bottom of the screen on this little silver lining? Or the big black space over here that is clearly trying to be the point? Or the very flashy colors towards the middle? I think that whole beginning has a lot of things that can create this discrepancy between what you're experiencing and what you're like actually supposed to be experiencing. And it's one of those things that becomes really, really hard to master. And I absolutely don't expect BPI to do this because, again, he's a novice in this field and he's learning and he's doing really, really well for a novice. Absolutely. It's so cool to see him do all of this. This is super, super cool, and I'm so proud of him for actually pushing through and making such a sick result. Visually, this is stunning. The animations are super clean, but these are issues that are fundamental. These are not like, oh yeah, I can just change how the composition is at the end of the level. Like, you've already made all of your effects, all of your visuals, and you've already structured the different ideas for your parts to be in a specific way, but it's not really the case. You know what I mean? In the end, like in here, I guess it gets so much better. This drop, because, okay, so he started working on everything, and he showed me, like, all of it, and I'm like, whoa, okay, we need to, like, focus on, like, I can't just tell you, hey, go and change everything you've already made. Focus on improving going forward. And so all of these things, the focus is really well put. Before the moon shows up, your focus is the bright bridge that you're walking on with the spikes. That is really cool. And so this moon now that shows up, the spikes go away. Good. That is, again, very good. Very well done. Very well done. Now you come here, your focus is the eye. And then while you're going to the eye, you see that things are moving towards the eye. It's a little bit hard to tell because they're on the bottom of the screen and on the top of the screen for this one, but they're fine enough to where you can still see them. I think this part is actually done really well. It's kind of unfinished, but it's fine. And then here, everything else is just kind of auto. So, you know, doesn't really matter in terms of the gameplay because it's just auto. Like at this point, your focus can be whatever you want it to be. Because after those clicks, that's it. You put your hands down, level's done. People obviously won't know this, but previous drafts of this level were kind of mid, and his ability to implement feedback was super great, much potential. Yes, I agree. I think that that is the part that makes me so proud of BPI, is the amount of reception that he has. He is very, very ready to listen to criticism, understand the criticism, and look into ways to compromise to apply that criticism into his own work. He's very open to also, I'm sorry, Whippy, I didn't see the raid until like way later. Apologies. My goodness. I've been so focused talking and yapping. Thank you so much. Holy shit. It's been a while. It's been like 30 minutes. So sorry for the Twitch viewers who didn't see me react, but I've been so hyper focused on this. Um but like the vibes that this has, the the execution of this is actually really well done because of how BPI implemented these things, you know? Like I remember like when he started working on some of the later parts, I was like, hey, how about you change these things like this? I think compositionally it would make the gameplay stand out a little bit more. It would make things look a bit cleaner. It'll look so much nicer. Like it'll look really cool. And in the end, it ended up being like, oh, that's yeah, that actually works really, really well, you know? Like you can definitely see the improvement of this project across the level. The more you go through this level, the better it gets. Because BPI was very open to changes and to receive other people's opinions and see how those opinions can alter his own. And how he can respect his vision for the level while also implementing the criticism that people are talking to him about it. And I'm very, very proud of him for that. That is definitely something super cool. Um, but yeah. Overall, I definitely think that this level has very, 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 very pretty colors and has very, very cute atmosphere, sorry. It has really cool animations, very smooth integration of the different elements. The transitions are super clean. The MoGraph is well done. Overall, very, very solid level. I like it a lot. I would not be surprised if this placed. What is this level called? It's called Point of View by BPI. Yeah, this was awesome. I definitely am very happy that BPI managed to push through and finish this. Ooh, I forgot about those orbs, sorry. Yeah, very, very cool. But I think that's the part that, you know, that I do agree with you, Subpixel. That's the part that I want y'all to be aware of, is that, hey, it doesn't need to be perfect for something to be good. You know? Like, you can go through a level and be like, oh yeah, it has issues, but you can still enjoy it. I really enjoyed this level. I really like this level, and I'm really, really proud of BPI for all of the work that he did. Is it perfect? No, clearly. I can very easily point out to some imperfections and some issues that the level has. I can still very much enjoy it. I can still think it's super cool. I like this level a lot, but I can also be aware of its issues and be aware of the criticisms that it should have, you know? In the end, super cool level. I'm very happy that this level was actually finished. I really hope it places. I think, me personally, I think it places in the top 5, so far. So far, I'd say this is a top 5 contender. Me personally, of course. I really like this level. I think BPI did a fantastic job. Point of View by the BPI. Good level. I'm glad. Good stuff. I think there's like a 2-star though, right? Maybe a 3-star? This is a 3-star? Oh, didn't ask for a difficulty. Do I want to see levels? So I have one more, which is Space, I guess, by Hip Villain. That is gonna be the next one. I don't know if I want to be streaming for too long, but sure. If y'all have made your own entries to the Space Gauntlet and they're finished, I don't want to see previews. I want to see finished levels. I'm only reacting to finished levels. You can send them in chat, and I'll look at them. You can tag me in chat if you have your own entries or you have more entries that should be looked at. Then you know. Did I play Planispheres? I have. I have gone over to Planispheres before. Yes. Go ahead, Spruce. Send it over. Mostly decorated entries. And nope, I'm not looking at that. I want to see finished entries that are completely released because I don't want to talk about an entry if it's not finished. I don't think it's valid of me. If whenever it's done, you can send it over, and I'll definitely check it out. And I think that'll be cool. Okay, so we have this entry that is finished by Spruce. So we'll check it out. We'll add it to the list. Let's see what other levels. Can you check Oasis? Oasis. I assume it's not rated. Min 4. Okay. And Liftoff. Okay. Liftoff. Bye. Bye. Did I skip it? I feel like I haven't skipped it. Light potato. I feel like I haven't skipped it. I'm gonna go like recent now. Oh, is it separated? No. Lift off. Isn't it the lift off? It is. Okay, good. Let's see. There's one more entry by Matej. So Matej has done an entry too. So we'll go through it. Starsians. Okay. Good. Have I checked Granite yet? Granite. Oh my god, there's so many entries. My goodness. By who made it? Oh, Studio Boys. Okay. And then the Rogue Attractor. The Rogue Attractor by 80 and Asher Street. Okay, so Jesus Christ. Okay, I think for today we're gonna leave it at these because most of these are already rated. So being 100% honest with you, chat, if they're already rated, I'm pretty sure that they're not placing. Okay, let's go to Haida. No, point of view, space, I guess. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 the vibes. Ooh, the vibes. Fuck, Wow. What the fuck? What the fuck? Cham, we might have a winner.
It's not all finished. It's all in bits and pieces, and a lot of it's covered in red paint and all that kind of
We might have this is like top 3.
mended, things like that.
Like for sure top 3, like undisputable top 3.
Proves to the kids with the Z, kids spelled with a Z.
It has amazing gameplay, insane theming, the vibes are absolutely immaculate. The execution of a lot of the effects and that is so good. This is so good. What the heck? Also, they stole the name that I was gonna choose for our level. It's called. I'm gonna call our level Space, I guess. Fuck. Chat, I'm gonna say it. This is my Icy Stars pick. This is not gonna place, but this is my winner pick. I mean, no, it'll probably place, but it won't win. But this is my winner pick. This is my winner pick. Oh, it's pace, I think. Ooh, maybe. Oh my god, that... What the fuck? This is so good. It does give Seoxo vibes, I agree. I don't know who made it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't check the name. Hip villain. Oh, sorry, Yunser. Well, how is it pronounced? Hip villain. I've never heard that name before. Oh, wait, no, I have heard this name before. I did play Saws. Suxo. Okay, I see. Is this an alt? Is this an alt? Because I know Zaws was a collab with, for 2025. It was a collab with, other people. No, this is an alt. This has to be an alt. I mean, to be fair, the account was made 7 years ago. So to be fair, like, you know. Is this like a caustic funny game type of situation? No, it is not a copy. It is released by Hip Villain because it was playtested by CD Pre, and I have seen CD Pre talk about this. Okay.
It will be done. This is just to prove to the kids with the red kids spell.
Okay. Oh my god, Chad. Wow. I am shocked. I
It's not all finished. It's all in bits and pieces, and a lot of it's covered in red paint and all that kind of thing. And we're trying to sort of like get it
There you go.
mended and things like that. But at some point it will be done. This is just to prove to the kids with the red kids spell with the red that something is coming.
It could be ouch, yeah. I mean, this does feel like an ouch level at times. No, I don't jump there.
It's not all finished.
Like that MoGraph there is so ouch.
A lot of it's covered in red paint and all that kind of thing. And we're trying to sort of like get it all mended and things like that. But at some point it will be done. This is just to prove to the kids with the red kids spell with the red that something is coming.
Okay. Chad, I have bad news though. I think this is a demon. I have bad news though. I think this is a demon. I really hope it's not. Oh my god. If it is, I would really be upset. But the length, the gimmicks, and some of the transitions are definitely in line with a demon-esque level. Which I don't like to think about that. Because this wins. This just wins. This just wins. I'm sorry. I don't think like that, for example, you know? Oh my god. The max this is getting is 9 stars mainly for the length, in my opinion. I think it will be a 9 stars, yeah. I think y'all are underestimating how complex these mechanics are to like a new player. And I think that is the part that like y'all don't realize, that a lot of these mechanics are like not easy for a lot of players to wrap their head around, even if they've been a part of the community. Like I know that a lot of people here who are in my chat are like, you know, have been playing the game for a long time and are actually pretty decent players at that, but you know. Oh god, I really hope it's not a demon. I really hope it just gets rated like an 8-9 stars and call it a day. That's the issue with like XL levels, is that by the nature of them being XL, that already just increases the difficulty like a lot more than like y'all think. Because remembering all of these things that are gimmicky way into a level, that is really hard for a lot of players. I just hope this gets the 9-star treatment and call it a day. This as the final level of the Gauntlet would be perfect. Like maybe hideout and then this, or I don't know. Like most of this part is not very easy to read. God, I'm... It did take me like 8 attempts, but that's, again, not representative. I'll give it 8 stars. No, I agree with Arv here. Like, this is the winner. This is the winner. In my part, I don't think there's a better level that's gonna release than this one. Do not think it's happening. Wow. I will say, chat, to me, I can see this getting the mythic. Will it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it is likely to get it. But I think it should. No, it doesn't cater to them. That's the thing, Subby. Like, it's not. It's specifically a level made for like art snobs. Like, that's the nicest way that I can put it. It's a level made for people who are like really into art. Like, this is amazing. Like, this is fantastic. Like, this is absolutely outstanding. It does everything super well. I'm keeping this around. Alright, we have more levels to go through. I'm sorry that I got stuck on that one. Wow, what a level. What a level. What do I think of Vectem's entry? I think it's okay. It looks like a Vectem entry. Actually, this is like a 3-star probably, so let me play through it. I will not enjoy it too much when it comes out. I think the art looks kind of mid. And that's okay. Also, the gameplay doesn't look very fun because it doesn't look to be very much gameplay. Anyway, focusing on this level now. This gives me very, oh my god, what is that level? Actually, there's multiple levels. This gives me insane 2.1 vibes. And 2.0 vibes, actually. So cute. I like the colors a lot. Yeah, honestly, this is a very inoffensive level. It's not doing too much, but I think that that actually works really well. I think it's very simple. As a whole, very solid level. I like this one. Very, very chill. Very chilling. I sadly don't think that something like this will place, seeing how insane some of the other entries are, but I still think this is a very solid level. That doesn't take away from the fact that I think this level is good. Very straightforward, very simple GD level, very cute colors, very nice backgrounds. Yeah. Sadly not too much to say about it though. Where's the lift? Nice, neat. Definitely like a 3-star. Yeah. Very neat. Good job. I think it works really well for what it's trying to do. Good job, Tris. Good level. Okay, Oasis. This is another, oh my god, another XL one. Alright, we're playing it in practice. Oh my god, it uses this song! I wanted to use this song so bad. I love this song. I don't like the pixel shader usage here. Feels very meh. I think it's either too intense or just like you can't see that orb. It feels very cheap. No, I agree. I think that's the right word. I don't know what happened there, but sure. Oh, the level got better. Okay, that was good. So this gameplay was not playtested. Good to know. This is lagging a lot. Again, chat, what I'm telling you, particles. The particles lag a lot so much. This is giving like very early 2.1 knots vibes in a way. Like this part right here. I don't know why. Or not very early, but like, you know, like 2019 knots, I guess. Oh, okay. Very knots inspired, okay. Gameplay's not the strong suit of this. Okay. It's a neat entry. Feels unfinished. Feels like it has a lot of inspiration from other stuff. I like the idea, but it has too many things going on that I think clash with each other. And overall, yeah, I'm disabling that shader. Overall gameplay's not great either. Okay, I guess we're beating the level like this. We just get to enjoy the song, chat. The song is great. Yeah, it definitely shows that the creator improved on the way. The song is amazing. The song is so fucking good. I will eventually make a level with this song. Eventually. Oh, maybe we'll die? Oh, we died! Let's go! Just actually played the level though. Do I get a coin for clicking all of them? I clicked all of them. Do I get a coin? I don't think I got a coin. Gameplay is not the best. I will not lie to y'all here, Jad. Gameplay is just kind of there. Visuals are okay too. I am unfortunately not the biggest fan of this level. I think that it has good ideas, and I think the creator has a lot of potential. If they keep going, they have a lot of interesting things that they can do. But for this one, it's unfortunately definitely a little bit more on the novice side, but it's still a neat level. Also, I don't know what difficulty this is, but this is like surprisingly enough, very input heavy. Maybe like an 8 stars, I'd say. Oh my god, I don't know what kills me and what doesn't kill me in that part. Because it says save, but then there's saws that you go through. And I don't know if you can just slide on the blocks, which would make that whole part auto. I don't know. And then there's things that are in the foreground that kill me and things that are in the background that kill me. I don't know. The AI summarize? Uh-oh. Where we're having an AI summarize now? Oh god. I fucking hate the AI summary in YouTube videos. They're so bad. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there, but apparently, like, I don't die, I think? I don't know. I'm clicking the buttons. I don't know what the gameplay of this level is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Gameplay just kinda is a part of the level, sometimes. Oh my god, the particle abuse is liking the game so much. I'm just not gonna trust. Oh, I clicked one more time. Bye bye, Aqua. Have a good day.
Your smooth trunks with white bark gave the effect of enormous columns sustaining the weight of an immense building. Full of shade
Okay, we'll give it one more attempt. And then we'll just move on. We still have quite a few levels to get through, so I don't want to spend like 5 hours just going through. I don't know what happened there. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay. We'll come back to this level. We'll play next level, the Liftoff by Light Potato Dev. Oh, I saw the video that they made on this. Yeah, I know this level. I saw the video. Runomi, are you making an entry? So far, gameplay's okay. It's not super engaging or sync to the music, but I think that's fine. It's very clean, very atmospheric. I like the colors, very neat. There's a lot of these little cute goobers have really cute animations. I wish the light stayed on for a little bit longer. I think it should go away like here, maybe, but it's fine. I like Spacesuit by El Shavas, of course. As you all know, I'm a big El Shavas fan. What happened? What? You missed an orb? I just did not see it. And then, whoopsies. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Are we going to space? Is that it? Oh, the camera's rotated. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, that is weird to play. I see now. Jesus Christ, that took me a second. Like, obviously the camera's rotated, but the gameplay isn't rotated with the camera. You know what I mean, Chad. I think the concept of this level is neat, though. If we are going to space, like we're the liftoff, you know, we're going to space. I think it's very original, very cute. I think the art is very pretty, very neat, very simple, but that doesn't necessarily make it bad. I wish that the mountains had a little bit better parallax. The parallax exists. It's just kind of, oh. Ascension to space, yeah. I think that by far the one thing that I wish this level did is that it played more with its colors. That's such an awkward place to think. Is the colors feel very bland. Like, I know that the colors are, like, technically, like, speaking, like, fine, but they feel very not correct. You know what I mean? Good luck, no name, bro. Take it easy. I wish that the colors played a little bit more with the brightness and saturation of them, making them pop more. I wish that, you know, like, the different elements, like, for example, like, the color of, if the color of the sun, you know, is getting brighter and brighter, like, the sun is, like, has this, like, yellow, orangey tint. I wish, like, the other objects would change to match that, you know, and not just stay the same, like, grayish tones. Like, it feels very desaturated, and it doesn't feel very vibrant. Yeah, same with this part. Like, I feel like this part, like, the grays are just too gray. Like, the gray shouldn't just be gray. They should be, like, tinted, like, that yellowish color. I don't know. This part works nice, though, because we're in the rain. Oh, that's a nice sink. Oh my god, the particle abuse is real! We were particle abusing with this one. Cool effects, though. Yo, Forgotten Metropolis? Excuse me? To be fair, Forgotten Metropolis was the only one to do that. But... yeah, interesting. Touch. Oop. The liftoff. Inspirations. Haunted by TD Bree. Yeah, that is true. Nice. It's a neat level. I own the moon now. Yep, that is me. I am the moon owner. Yeah, I think that the one thing holding this level back is the colors. I definitely think that the colors could have definitely been improved a lot. But overall, very neat level. I liked it a lot. I sadly don't think this will place though. But it's a very nice entry. Okay, next we have Star Scene by Matesh, sorry. Matesh W. GD. Okay. I like the atmosphere. I feel like the yellows are too vibrant though. Ooh. Audio-visual / JF color loops? Pulse loops? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's cute. Definitely audiovisual inspired. Very, very cute. Very JF inspired too. I really like the song. Feels like a Snail's House song. Ooh, that was close. Neat. That's cute. I fucks with the song. I fucks with the vibes. That was cute. I like the level. That was really nice. Definitely see the feature. Very cool. Very neat. This is another one that, like, I think that the colors are definitely dragging it down a little bit. I think that polishing the colors a little bit more could have definitely helped the aesthetic. But overall, very, very solid level. Definitely very cute. Yeah, I like this one. I actually like this one a lot. Again, I sadly don't think that a level like this would place. But hey, at least a lot of people will enjoy it anyway. I really like this part of the song. It won't feature, yeah, I'm aware. But the rating of the level doesn't necessarily equate to if it'll place or not. Again, the judges and Wrapped Up are, technically speaking, different people. Yeah, that's cute. I like it. Solid. Okay, next we have Granite by Studio Boys. Oh my god, that's a lot of sound effects. I'm not downloading all that. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. I'll play it last. I am not in the mood of playing that. Just by looking at that, I am not in the mood of playing through that. Okay, we have a big, What? What just... Okay, I'm sorry. What the fuck just happened? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess so. Holy shit, Berserker? This kind of reminds me of Own Display? And obviously Berserker. Gameplay's okay, not super easy to side read, but fine enough. It's okay. Oh, on display is listed at the as the credits. Autopilot, Berserker, Forgotten Metropolis, Hasty Star on display. Yeah, it shows. It's a neat level. So yeah, awkward, go away. It's a neat level. I definitely think that the inspiration from Berserker and On Display just kind of shows a little bit too much. Like, it's too much trying to be Berserker, well, unfortunately, being done by an artist or a creator who is less experienced in Grax. So it definitely has its shortcomings, but it's definitely very neat. It's still very nice. It's cute, you know. It has its charm. Gameplay, gameplay I don't like. I would give it a, like, it barely passes, but it's not looking great. Like, you're passing because of a rounding error, you know. Visuals are okay. They don't do anything too interesting or too special. It's the quality of the art is very but the effects are interesting. I think that the integration of them feels very random. Yeah, it's kind of just doing stuff. Like, this part is very inspired by Ruins, like, and it shows, you know. Like, this part is very inspired by Forgotten Metropolis. So, like, it very much shows that each of the parts that, like, it's inspired, like, it took inspiration from. Like, it's trying to do what they did, but unfortunately not succeeding at the degree that they did. So it's kind of okay. It's it's a solid level. I can definitely see people would like it. I unfortunately do not think this is placing though. I don't want to play this already. I saw 2 seconds of it and I don't want to play it. Okay, gameplay's not as bad as I expected it to be. Could have been a lot worse. It's not great, but it's, you know. It feels like a Nong. It feels like this shouldn't be the song for this level. Am I crazy, chat? Like, it kinda... Like, it kinda sings. Oh no, I knew it was... No, like, that sinks. I am so confused. Okay, chat, is it? I want to ask you all this. Is it wrong for me to call this pixel slop? Is it too mean? Because if it is too mean, I won't say it. I'm just asking for permission if it's mean. Is it too mean to call it pixel slop? And if it is too mean, I will refrain from calling it that. Loki, you already did? Well, yeah, it's... I know, chat. I know. I know, I'm aware. This is another level that takes those inspirations a little bit too close to heart. When it comes like, oh yeah, this part is clearly inspired by this part is clearly inspired by this part is clearly inspired by this, you know? Like, it's another one of those that it's like, hey, this like almost doesn't feel like it should be its own level. It just feels like a mashup of other levels that it wanted to try to be, but less well executed because the creator clearly doesn't have the same amount of experience. I do not like this level. I'm just gonna be honest with you, chat. I don't like this level. The gameplay is whatever. It's not very fun. It's doing its own thing, and clearly it's supposed to be like a kind of like a last official level or something like that. I don't know. I am so tired of this shit. I am so tired of seeing levels like these that are like, hey, I'm making an official, not official level, and I'm gonna, you know, do pixel style. Woohoo. Like, I'm so tired. Like, I know it's not like it's not an official level. It's like, again, like this is very inspired from like Space Invaders, from like Laser Blitz, like Manix from Deeper Space, you know. Like, some of the other parts are very inspired from Critical Hit, from what is it called? Like that Project GD Odyssey, I think it's called. Like, all of that stuff is like, it's supposed to like be like, oh, wrapped up styled, you know, like the culmination of a custom fan-made official level, you know, kind of thing. Like, that's the vibe that it's giving, and I am so tired of levels like that. They feel like the most boring shit ever. I am so exhausted of levels like that. There's just nothing original about them. They don't really do anything special. They just feel very mediocre, and I'm just not interested in that. And yeah, unfortunately, this is one of those, so. Like, at least this has like the decency of like having more custom art than a lot of those other levels, which, to be fair, I'll give it that. But it's not that much better than for me to give it a pass. Like, this second half is definitely a bigger... Yeah, like, this is inspired by the Retro Tower. Just not for me. I understand that a lot of people like this kind of stuff. I just see no interest in this. This is just the most repetitive, lame, lazy thing that could ever be done. Like, this is a combination of that. It's not lazy at all. It just feels lazy to me. Like, the amount of effort that it would take me to put for this, I could probably make this level in like a week. I maybe less, actually. I don't know. This is not what I like. This is not the kind of stuff that I am interested in. I just don't see any value in this. Me personally. I'm so tired of like people doing this stuff. I do like the song, I will say. The song is fun. It's incredibly repetitive, but it has some charm to it. Also, I hate custom game modes. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I absolutely hate every level that has a custom game mode. It just never plays well. Like, just make it a normal game mode at that point. It serves no purpose. It's just not fun. Again, I am a big hater of these levels. I do not like levels like these. So that is why like I reacted so negatively even before like going into the level, because I saw what it could be like and then I was right. It was that. I like this like click pattern right here. But aside from that, yeah. I'm good. I just think most people use pixel blocks as a crutch rather than intentionally using them in unique and creative ways to express themselves. You don't even need to use them in creative ways. Just gotta not spam them. Like, if you use them for their intended purposes, that's fine. They don't. Most people don't. Yeah, I'll just give it a like and move on. I don't think this will place either way, so. Moving on, going back to Oasis. Okay, let's beat this one. You can use pixels in a way where they do not feel lazy. Yeah, there is definitely ways to use pixel blocks where it doesn't look lazy. That just does. It just does. Like, using pixel blocks in a very creative and original way is cool. Using them for their intended purpose is also cool. Just using them because you don't know what else to do, that's not. And it shows when it does. Like, it really, really shows. Pretty sure you can skip. You can skip like most of the gameplay in this level. It doesn't absolutely do anything. It is very funny how little this gameplay was played tested. There's also a secret way that we found. Takes you all the way to 70% at the very, very beginning of the level. Also, this is so laggy, my goodness. Why does that kill me though? Is it only where the saws are that are, you know? I mean, no, you are allowed to like that stuff. It's just not for me. That's the thing. Like, I've said it very, very openly. Like, you can like whatever you like. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you're not allowed to like it. I can think that something is horrible. I can think that something is bad and lazy and like, unnecessary. And you can still enjoy it and have fun with it. I'm never going to take away the enjoyment that you get out of something. What I need you to understand is that I don't enjoy it. And you shouldn't feel forced to either agree with me or to make me agree with you. You know? You are allowed to like something that I don't like, and I am allowed to like something that you don't like. That is entirely okay. You're entirely in your right to have that. We can have different opinions and still have a perfectly fine conversation, you know? I don't like those kinds of levels. You do. Perfectly good for you. I'm glad that you do, and I'm glad you're enjoying them. I didn't enjoy a single second of playing that level. How long have you been in this level for? No. I went to play like 3 other levels and then came back to this. Like, I can very much go to a level and say this is the best thing I've ever played, this is amazing, and you can very much disagree, and I would not be upset, and that is okay. The only part that I would upset is if I'm giving you, like, concrete, like, quote-unquote, like... Because here's the thing. I think that a lot of people in GD, like, just look at levels and they're like, no, but, like, art is subjective, so there's no way that you can, like, properly objectively talk about something. That is not exactly true. There's always some topics that can become objective depending on the context and depending on how you phrase them. And I think that is like something that I think a lot of people who are younger in the community don't really understand. or lack the experience in art, is that you can be objective about certain specific things about levels. You can still enjoy it though, even though you can be objective about that stuff. Like, I can say this level has colors that I don't like, and that is a subjective opinion. But I can also go and say this level has a lot of moments where the composition obstructs the gameplay. That is an objective take that can be proven because it does do that. This gameplay is awful. Like, that's the thing. Like, I can very much just go and say, hey, this has really annoying gameplay because it is very clunky. The slope usage during the boss section isn't done really well. There's a lot of things that hide the gameplay and that obstruct the vision for the player. Like, these are criticisms that are objective. It can be proven with facts and logic. Thank you very much. And when, like, you try to have a conversation and just be like, no, but I enjoyed it. It's like, that's great, but that is not what we're talking about, you know? Like, there can be issues with something and you can still enjoy it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you know? I like clicking those orbs. It sings to the song, come on. I have to. Obviously, if we're only having subjective opinions and subjective, like, conversations, and, like, there's no point in trying to agree with somebody else. You're both just being subjective, and, like, or multiple people, I guess, being subjective, and you're not actually, like, trying to come to a consensus. You're just stating your opinions, and if that's what you like, then go for it. But that's not why I'm here. Like, I'm here to, like, give some, like, insight into what could be more objective takes, you know? What things could be improved. Obviously, like, yes, the reason why I'm bringing them up is because it is a subjective take that is behind it. But the arguments that I am giving are trying to be objective at the very least. Right, okay. Oh my god, I have so many issues with the gameplay of this level, but it's okay. Some parts in this are demon. I agree. That wave part is actually really hard. that wave part is actually really hard. It's so input heavy. Knots compass. I do like how people just call it that. It is the azimuth knots compass. Though to be fair, this is even worse because you have other things that look like blocks that you can interact with, but you actually don't interact with them. That look like they're in the same plane as the player. That are the pink things, you know? And those pink things are like what's taking your attention, and so you're focused on those pink things to the point that you don't even focus on the dark green elements because you think they're background elements. And so yeah, that is even worse than the knots compass. Or azimuth compass, or whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, that's so laggy. I'm just thankful people can tolerate my stupidness sometimes. It helps me improve and become more tolerable and better in person in general. That's a good way to see it. Like, Chad, you don't gotta take criticism as I am bad. You gotta take criticism as, okay, how can I take these and improve from it? And somebody says, hey, this looks like shit. That is not useful criticism. You can ignore it. If somebody says, hey, I think the colors here could be adjusted because I think that they create too much contrast in the level currently, and it's really hard to see what the gameplay is. That is valuable feedback that maybe you should take into consideration. Thoughts? I am died.
Their smooth trunks with white bark gave the effect of enormous columns.
However, if I just don't like something, I also very much in my right to say I don't like it.
Their smooth trunks with white bark gave the effect of enormous columns.
I could just say I don't like it, and I can just end it there. That previous pixel level we played, I don't like it. Not for me. I will move on from it. I did not enjoy that. Can I test your entry? Unfortunately, this is the last level we'll play today on stream. Because I need to get some shit sorted out, which with my game crashing every time that I try to place down a block in the editor. And I think I want to do that off stream, personally speaking. I might restart my PC or something. See if like that'll help. And then maybe work on the Space Gauntlet project more on my own later tonight. Oh yeah, you missed that, Maddie. My GD has just been crashed like 3 times today. So that's why like instead of working on the Space Gauntlet, we decided to do first impressions for a bunch of levels. Oh, by the way, chat, I wanted to address this at the beginning of the stream, but I guess I'll address it now. After my stream yesterday, talking about like the whole Kolek stuff, and like Zero SR's video, which of course had a really negative reception, which I think is very, very sad to see the community react. Actually, like, here, let me to see the community react in such a negative way to such a very clearly obvious issue that the community is facing. But obviously, of course, there's going to be a lot of Brende techs from both sides, actually. But I did got to talk to Kulak. He reached out to me, and we talked about some stuff. And there's some stuff that I should probably make clear. I did misunderstand one of the situations. And I think in my stream I said that, like, oh yeah, he just like no to changing it. I did misunderstand the situation. And I won't go into details because that would be leaking of a conversation that happened a while back, and I don't think that is important. But no, he actually was very open to changing things, and after a conversation, he actually was open to changing the description of the Emerald Realm and some other descriptions too on his YouTube videos to give more credit that was rightfully deserved to some of the stuff. So, very cool thing on Kuluk to actually be receptive to criticism and to the conversation that we had yesterday. It was a really cool conversation too. So I have a better outlook on Kuluk after that. He seems like he has the intention to want to be better and credit things better. But yes, for today, I am gonna leave it here. We played, oh my god, we played like through what, like 12 entries today? My goodness, we played through so many levels today. Out of all of them, I think these 3 are probably some of my favorite ones. Obviously there were more that I thought were cool, but for today, I think I'm just gonna show you all how it's looking. Obviously, did I play defining and defying? I did, yeah. This is how the entry's looking. I have quite a lot to go, unfortunately, but it's looking pretty okay. I sadly do not have the song because that's another thing that happened. The song file got corrupted. Oh, Maddie, did you see that, Maddie? That's something to fix. Okay, you know? Okay, good. You need to fix it? Okay, good. Then you can fix it afterwards. But yeah, we've slowly been working on it. I wanted to show more concept art, but unfortunately, like, just me showing concept art just breaks shit, so I can't show you that. But level's looking pretty cool. I had to work on the mimics today, but I think I'll work on it tonight. Gameplay's looking really nice, though. I'm very happy that the gameplay's like fully done. So very, very cool that we finally got to get things started on the layout and on the deco too. Do I think I'm gonna finish in time? Oh, absolutely. The level's 100% gonna finish, yeah. Leah part? No, that was, well, yes, I did work on that, but that is, Wick, Maddie, Loco, and I have worked on that so far. This whole lab is hosted very, very differently from everything else that you've seen before. So do not expect this to turn out in any way, shape, or form like any of the other levels. This will be very, very different. Close to the deadline, right? No, the deadline is March 19th. So we at least have, here, we have 19 days, and then we have 4 more days. So that gives us a total of 23 days. Well, we can finish all in 23 days. Come on. We finished Astrolith in less than that, so. And Astrolith is like a 2-minute level. I very much think we can finish this in that time. But yeah, it's looking nice. I'm enjoying this. And we do have some of the assets already being done. Integrating them will be the next step. But it's been cool. I'm very excited to actually show you. Is a solo? No, it is not a solo. But it will look like a solo. So yeah. Anyway, that I think is it for today, Chad. Thank you all so much for coming around. I want to say thank you as well for all the support that Ponzi got. I was very surprised. I was not expecting Ponzi to get so much support. Very, very happy with how this level turned out. So thank you all so much for all the love that Ponzi got. Obviously, I got daily, so that definitely helped it out. But yeah, thank you all for all of that. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll try to figure out what the heck is going on with my GD, fix the issues with the game crashing, and yeah. But expect another stream tomorrow. Bye-bye. Is the song on Not on Newgrounds? Not yet. It'll be in there in a couple days.